Daily English Talks. Fixing something broken in the house. I noticed that the kitchen cabinet door has been hanging loosely all morning, and I think the hinge might finally be broken after years of use.
Yes, I saw that too when I tried to open it earlier, and the door almost came off in my hand, which means we should probably fix it today before it gets worse.
I completely agree, because if we leave it like that, the door could fall off and damage the cabinet or even hurt someone.
Let me take a closer look at the hinge, because sometimes the screws just become loose, and tightening them can solve the problem easily.
That would be great, and I can bring you the toolbox from the storage room so you have everything you need.
Thank you, because I will need a screwdriver, a few spare screws, and maybe a small wrench if the hinge needs more adjustment.
Here is the toolbox, and I also found a flashlight in case the inside of the cabinet is too dark for you to see clearly.
Perfect! Now I can see that one of the screws has completely fallen out, and the other two are almost coming loose.
Do you think we still have the missing screw somewhere on the floor, or should we just replace it with a new one?
It will be easier to replace it with a new screw, because finding a tiny screw on the kitchen floor could take a long time.
That makes sense, and I am glad we kept extra screws in the toolbox for situations like this.
I am going to remove the hinge first so I can clean the area and make sure the new screws will fit properly.
While you are doing that, I will hold the cabinet door carefully so it does not fall or put pressure on the hinge.
Thank you for holding it steady, because it would be very difficult for me to fix this if the door keeps moving.
I did not realize how heavy this cabinet door was until I started holding it just now.
That is exactly why the hinge became loose over time, because the door is quite heavy and we open it many times every day.
Do you think we should add another hinge to make the door stronger and prevent this problem in the future?
That is actually a very good idea, because an extra hinge could distribute the weight better and make the door more stable.
I am happy to hear that, because I really do not want to fix the same cabinet again in a few months.
All right, I have tightened the first screw, and now I am carefully inserting the second one to secure the hinge firmly.
The hinge already looks much straighter than before, so I think your repair is working well.
I still need to test the door several times to make sure it opens and closes smoothly without wobbling.
Go ahead and try opening it slowly, because I will still support the door just in case it moves unexpectedly.
Great! The door is opening perfectly now, and it no longer feels loose like it did earlier today.
That is wonderful, because the cabinet finally looks normal again, instead of hanging crookedly.
Let me close it once more to confirm that the hinge stays tight and does not shift under the weight.
It closed smoothly and quietly, which means the repair seems to be successful.
I'm glad we decided to fix it right away instead of ignoring the problem and letting it become worse.
Small repairs like this are actually very satisfying because they make the house feel more comfortable and well cared for.
I completely agree, and it also saves money because we do not have to call a repair technician for a simple problem.
Since the toolbox is already here, maybe we should check the other cabinets to make sure none of them are loose.
That is a smart idea, because sometimes small issues appear in several places around the house.
I will open the cabinet near the sink first, because that one is used very frequently every day.
Good thinking, because cabinets that are opened often usually wear out faster than the others.
This one seems fine, but the handle feels slightly loose when I pull it.
Let me tighten that handle quickly, because it only takes a minute and it will prevent future problems.
I appreciate how patient you are when fixing things around the house.
Honestly, I enjoy repairing small things because it makes me feel productive and helpful.
And it definitely helps our home stay organized and functional.
All right, the handle is tight now, and it should not wobble anymore.
Thank you for fixing it so quickly, because I always worry when something in the house feels unstable.
There is no need to worry now, because everything in the kitchen looks strong and secure again.
I am really glad we worked together to fix the broken cabinet, instead of waiting until it completely fell apart.
Working together always makes these small home repairs easier and much more enjoyable.
Next time something breaks in the house, we will know exactly how to handle it calmly.
Yes, and every repair teaches us a little more about maintaining our home properly.
Now that the cabinet is fixed, the kitchen already feels cleaner and more organized.
I think so too, because even a small broken thing can make the whole room feel messy.
Thank you for taking the time to repair it today instead of postponing it.
You are welcome, and I am happy that we solved the problem together.
Maybe later we can also check the bathroom shelf because I noticed it shaking slightly yesterday.
Sure, we can inspect it together and tighten any loose screws if necessary.
I like how fixing things little by little keeps our home in good condition.
Exactly. Regular maintenance prevents bigger and more expensive repairs in the future.
The cabinet door works perfectly now when I open and close it.
That is great to hear, because it means the hinge is finally secure again.
I will put the dishes back into the cabinet now that everything is stable.
And I will return the toolbox to the storage room so it will be ready for the next repair.
Thank you again for helping fix the broken cabinet today.
It was my pleasure, and I am glad our kitchen is back to normal again.